Hey guys, welcome to Shire School Studios. It's Ray Wolf. We're here for another Friday deck list. Hope y'all ready to roll some dice and play some D&D, gamble. I did another dice rolling deck list with the Prismatic Bridge just to oops out the creatures that roll dice. But this one I wanted more of the benefit of rolling dice. So could be a little more, and plus this deck is supposed to like ramp out with treasures and stuff like that. So yeah. Also, guys, if you enjoy my content, please like and subscribe for more stuff in the future. Comment down below. Tell me how you would like, what you would do to upgrade the deck. How you would want, like, what decks you would like me to build, like what themes, what commander, stuff like that. Get some interaction going for that YouTube algorithm, and let's go ahead and we'll get into it with the commander, Mr. House, President, and CEO. When you roll 4 or higher, create a 3/3 colorless robot. If you roll a 6 or higher, create that token and a treasure. 4 tap, roll a 6-sided die plus an additional for each mana from a treasure spent to activate this ability. So we're gonna, roll more dice to hopefully get more value. Comet, Stellar Pup, 0, roll a 6-sided die. If we get a 1 or 2, we create 2 squirrels. They gain haste till end of turn. If we get a 3, we get -1. Or in the, oops. Return a card mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to your hand. 4 or 5 deals damage to the number of loyalty counters on them to a creature or player. Then -2. And then 6 is +1. You activate his ability again. No, 2 more times this turn. So there you go. Daretti, Scrap Savant. This will let us throw some of our artifacts into the graveyard that we want to bring back later by sacrificing a robot or a treasure that house makes. And then the -10 is to get some artifact recursion. Karn, a lot of the stuff is artifacts that we want to get back, or we can try and like animate, kill off our opponent's treasures later on. Stuff like that shuts off our opponent's artifacts. For creatures, we have Lifetime Pass Holder. When enters tapped, dies, we open an attraction. And if we roll a 6 to go to our attractions, he comes from the graveyard to the battlefield. Academy Manufacturer is to get us clues and food tokens as other things to sack to the ready. And it's whenever Mr. House makes a treasure token. Ancient Brass Dragon is to roll a d20 on damage. Ancient Copper is to ramp us. Ancient Gold Dragon is to make us a bunch of 1/1s that we can sack later for mana. Ardent Angel is just to get that D4 roll to hopefully roll a 4 just to make a robot with Mr. House and get an angel. Avacyn is make ourselves indestructible because we're going to try and ramp out with treasures to oops her out. Brazen Dwarf is to deal damage. At the beginning of combat, we get to roll dice with Sellerbot and get some results, some keyword abilities. Chaos Dragon basically will have us roll everybody roll a d20, including us. Clay Golem is a roll of d8 for monstrosity. And then it destroys something. Delna will, when she attacks, we get to do a d20. And basically we get to make copies of our creatures, hopefully ones that have enter the battlefield effects. Disciple of the Vault, when artifacts are sent to the graveyard, our opponent uses artifacts go to the graveyard, we get to drain life. Draconian Gatebot opens an attraction. Foundry Inspector will make all artifacts cost less. Herald of Hadar, basically going to dump mana into it from our treasures to roll d20, drain our opponent's life. Hoarding Ogre makes treasures on attack and gets us a d20. Iron Mastiff can kill us, but it's a d20 roll on attack. Monoxa, basically whenever we roll dice, we can give her keywords, and we can dump mana into her to roll dice. Nothic, when it dies, roll dice. Steel Overseer is to put counters on all our robots if we end up making a bunch of robots. Sun Titan is for recursion. Zorn is to make us extra treasures. For sorceries, I'm doing Attempted Murder, just to dump mana into it, roll a bunch of dice, either kill an opponent's creature or make a bunch of birds. Dam is a board wipe. Damnation is a board wipe. Dance Macabre is removal and gets us creatures and a d20 roll. Angaruk's Wake is a one-sided board wipe. Merkel's Edict is roll a die and removal. Reckless Endeavor basically makes us treasures and deals damage for removal. Thunder Wave, removal, and could be one-sided based on our d20 roll. Valiant Endeavor is board wipe and makes tokens. Wake the Past, recursion for all our artifacts. Berserker's Frenzy, mostly a win con if we go wide enough. Contraband Livestock is removal and a d20 roll. Dawn's Truce for protection. Creative Endeavor for recursion. Lae'zel's Acrobatics is to stave our stuff from removal and hopefully get some ETB dice rolls. Revivify is Graveyard Recursion and a d20. Surge of Salvation for protection. Will's Reversal is to kind of like trick our opponents if they're going to use removal or stuff like that, and we get to copy the spell. Agility Bobblehead is give our stuff haste and they can't be blocked. Arcane Signet. Ashnod's Altar to sack some of the creatures that we might be making or do some of the other stuff. To ramp out. Commander Sphere. Component Pouch is roll a d20 and hopefully use it later for mana. Helm of the Host to make our creatures that either when they attack or enter the battlefield get dice roll effects. Luck Bubblehead, it rolls dice to ramp us out. Perception Bobblehead is to kind of ooze out some of our cheaper stuff, like our other artifacts. Since it's Divining Top, it's to keep what we want on top of our deck. Soul Ring, because of course. Strength Testing Hammer. Basically, it's a dice roll on attack. Sword of Hours. On combat damage, not to a player, but any, we roll a d12. Deck of Many Things to roll dice. Trading Post to sack things and do some shenanigans. Trailblazer's Boots for unblockable creatures. Vexing Puzzle Box for ramp and dice roll. Wand of Wonder for dice roll and we get our opponent's things. Whisper Silk Cloak for unblockable for our attack triggers. For our tokens, Annoyed Procession to get more advantage of our dice, Barbarian class. Maddening Helix will get us a d6 roll when our opponent, like if opponent plays a storm deck, like, yeah, cool, we're going to roll dice and burn you for it. Priority Boarding. This will basically get us some card advantage. Sorry for all the yawning, I'm really tired. Arid Mesa for fetch land. Blazemire Verge. Blood Crypt for shock. Clifftop Retreat. Command Tower. Dragon Skull Summit. Exotic Orchard for Boding Ruins. Furycom Snarl. Godless Shrine. Haunted Ridge. Isolated Chapel. Luxury Suite. Marsh Flats. 5 Mountains. 4 Plains. Sacred Foundry. Savai Triome. Shattered Landscape. Shattered Sanctum. Spectator Seating. Sundown Pass. 3 Swamps. And a Vault of Champions. So we do have kind of complex land base there. For our attraction deck, I did all the legal ones. So one will make us balloons. Or give a creature flying that we can deal damage with. Balance Chamber. Balance from our opponent's things. Bumper Cars. Just make something happen. Clown Extruder makes clowns. Concession stand makes us food. Costume, not going to do anything, but gives us a dice roll. Drop tower, funny enough, it's literally just gives flying. Ferris wheel for shenanigans. Foam weapons kiosk, puts one counter on a creature, gives them vigilance for fun. Fortune teller for the scry. Hall of mirrors, for shenanigans. Haunted house will basically unearth something. Information booth, we draw a card. Kitty coaster, +1/+0. Merry-go-round, for horsemanship. I just think it's funny. Pick a Beeble is another dice roll, and of course, like, it can make us treasures if we do the prize. It's an It's gonna be another one. Roller coaster for +2/+0. Spinny ride, tap down our opponent's things. Storybook ride, it's gonna be card advantage really. Swinging ship for extra combats. Trash bin for graveyard, and Tunnel of Love for just really dumb stuff right there for fighting, removal, stuff like that. And of course, we're gonna go ahead and play test it. What? Sure, we'll do that one just because the lands discard. All right. So immediately we're gonna draw a card for turn 1. Savai Triumph. Next turn we'll do. I guess we'll do Command Tower. We can't do anything yet, though we do have removal in hand. Next turn we'll do a Shattered Sanctum. Cast Mr. House on turn 3. Next turn, Godless Shrine, losing the 2. We're going to roll a 6-sided die. Player, roll 1 6-sided die. We got a 3. Anything on the 3? Nope. Next turn. Ooh. So I'm going to do a Plains, Foundry Inspector, and Academy Manufacturer. So not bad for turn 5. Next turn, do that. Tap one of our red sources for Barbarian class. We'll leave Command Tower untapped. Tap for Mr. House. Yep. So we're gonna player roll 2 6-sided die. Well, a 3 and a 2. So we're not gonna get anything. It's whatever. Next turn. Do we want to do this? Do we want to do Hoarding Ogre? It won't have haste. Roll 2 dice. Player. I'll be mad. Roll 3 to 1. Alright, cool. So we're not doing anything. Mr. House has done nothing this game. Let's go ahead and restart. It's not a bad hand, I would say. We'll draw. Do Viricom Snarl, revealing Mountain. Next turn, Mountain, Steel Overseer. Next turn, Mountain. We're gonna do Sword of Hours, and before our basically through our opponent's turn, we'll tap down Steel Overseer. Equip for 2, because why not? I guess. Equip for 2. We'll go to combat. Gets a counter. And say, like, we swing at somebody, like, they basically chump block it. Roll d12. Got a 7. What happens there? Oh, we double the counters on it. So set counters to 4. Next turn. Oof, this is bad, this one. And I include a bunch of mana rocks to get us stuff. There we go. We'll draw. We'll do a Command Tower. Disciple of the Vault. Next turn. Luxury Suite. Can't do anything. Now this one, I'm going to run Mountain, do Mr. House. Next turn, Mountain, Command Tower untapped, Component Pouch, tap Component Pouch. We're going to roll a d20. We got a 7. Cool. We make a treasure token and a robot. So robot, treasure. Now we have 2 mana, but we're not going to use it. But now we have robot. Next turn, do a plains. Oh yeah, what was this? It gets a counter. I'm just going to tap it again and roll another d20. Player, roll 20-sided die. We got a 20, so it gets 2 counters. We make robot and treasure. And I guess what we'll do here is, with my mana, cast Nothic. So when it dies, it'll do the thing. So this is not bad for a turn 5. We have blockers, we have mana. Next turn, we'll do a plains. Leave Luxury Suite now untapped. We're going to do a Hoarding Ogre. And then we're going to tap, roll another d20. Gaining a 14. Make and make. Then we're going to crack our 3 treasures. I did those right, yep. And Luxury Suite. To tap Mr. House. And now we're going to roll 3 6-sided die. No, we roll 4 6-sided dice. So it's, oh, and we draw our opponents for 3 and we gain 3? No, they just lose 3. Okay. So we're on 2 suicide dice, a 2 and a 2, and then we're going to do it again. A 5 and a 5. Cool. We make 2 more robots. Bam, bam. Now we have more blockers. And we can swing with Nothic because we want them to die anyways. Next turn, turn 7, we'll do a Godless Shrine losing 2. Tap. Oh yeah, it gets, it had a counter from last turn. Player, roll 20-sided die. We got a 20. So set counters to 6. X on robot. Add token. Make treasure. There you go. So that turns that is a good of the turn 7s. Restart. That's a bad hand. Mulligan. Mulligan. Do we want this one? Can't do anything for a couple turns. Sure, we'll keep it because I think it's dumb. We'll draw. Broadkit. Losing 2. Disciple. Next turn. Clifftop Retreat? Yeah. Next turn. Spectator Seating. House. Next turn. Mountain. Pay house. Roll a d6. We got a 3. Not getting anything. Next turn. Shattered Sanctum. For basic. But I'm going to do priority boarding. So next turn, Luxury Suite. Clifftop Retreat and Luxury Suite. Tap 4, tap Mr. House. Player. Roll 6-sided dice. We rolled a 3. You may reveal the top card of your deck. We're going to do it. You may play it this turn. We're not going to. We're going to leave it on top. Because it will give us a d20 on our next turn anyway. Next turn, turn 7. Swamp. We'll do this. Pay to 3. Tap. Roll a d20. Roll an 11, making robots and treasure. So there you go. And then we still have 4 mana. What we could do is... Oh! Reveal the top. We may exile it. We play it this turn. I think we played a land. So I'm going to leave it on top. We could crack a treasure. Basically roll 2 dice. Get more shenanigans. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this one. I hope you enjoyed this dice rolling deck. It's pretty simple. This one's even better hand. Because mostly, I'm just going to do one more. That's Sacred Foundry, losing the 2. Cast Commander. Next turn. Mastiff. Equip Mastiff. Roll Mastiff. Roll d20. Roll a 3. Nothing. Wow. What do we want to do with our 3 mana? Whisper Cloak. Next turn. That. We'll go to combat. Roll d20. Roll a 9, making robots and that, yada yada. And now we're going to be doing that over and over again. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed everything. I'll see y'all again next time. Bye-bye.